Hello everyone! I'm Roan Celis Capistrano of 1 Million Club. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell para lagi kang updated.
Yan sabi, in the Philippines, a lot of sick people die not because there is no medicine or treatment available, but because, they don't have money to pay for this cost. 'Di ba? So, pag nagkasakit talaga, sobrang mahal, no? Like, yung anak ko na dengue siya noong 2019, and I think mga 3 to 4 days lang kami sa hospital, nasa 21,000 na agad yung kanyang ah, yung aming bills, no? Pero ano yun, no? Hindi malalang dengue. Kumbaga parang ano lang talaga, more on laboratory, minomonitor lang yung kondisyon niya, no? So, paano pa pag major illness na, 'di ba? So, ayan, sabi nga dito, kumakain talaga siya ng major part ng ating expense. And sabi nga, ensure proper healthcare protection. Know if you have enough healthcare coverage in case you get sick. Ayan. So again, may healthcare tayo pero naintindihan ba natin yung coverage, and sabi kailangan may short-term tayo and long-term care coverage. And pati din yung spouse natin and mga anak or family members, make sure din na meron din silang healthcare coverage. So yan, tinatanong no, what is more important, healthcare fund or memorial fund? 'Di ba? So, pag kasi tinitignan natin 'no, yung iba talagang mas inuna nila yung memorial ano nila 'no, coverage. Pero yun nga, siyempre bago naman tayo mawala, dadaan talaga tayo sa ospital. So, importante 'no, meron din tayong healthcare. And tingnan natin kung ano yung mga pagkakaiba 'no, kasi usually ang alam lang natin yung short-term healthcare. So sabi, this is also known as the traditional HMO. So again, Health Maintenance Organization. Generally, it has no life insurance coverage. So paki-type nga po dito na ST, 'di ba? Meaning short term, kung may short term healthcare kayo. Kasi ganyan din naman no, nung nagwo-work ako talagang maganda ang short-term healthcare ko kasi usually yan naman yung binibigay sa ating benefit sa company. And sabi dito, there may be a yearly increase of premium upon renewal. So hindi natin nararamdaman yung pag-increase ng premium kasi nga usually company naman nagbabayad. However, renewal is not guaranteed, especially when there are high claims. So nag-work din po kasi ako sa malaking HMO company before sa accounting. So chine-check po talaga yung mga claims, and hindi na po nare-renew yung mga matataas talaga yung naging availment na company. And the HMOs cover only up to age 60. And there is no return of premiums for non-utilization. So again, kapag sinabing short-term healthcare, kaya tinawag na short-term, ano ibig sabihin? Panandalian lang tayo mako-cover habang tayo ay bata pa, nagwo-work pa. Pero pagka older age natin, ito yung mawawala na. Kasi hanggang age 60 lang siya. And senior care. This type of healthcare works similarly to the short-term coverage except that it covers ages beyond 60. It's an additional type of HMO and it's the most expensive program. So renewal is also not guaranteed. So may tinatawag din na senior care, kasi syempre hindi natin maiwasan 'no, lalo na yung parents natin, hindi sila nakakuha ng short-term healthcare tsaka long-term healthcare. So kapagka nag-edad 61 pataas na sila usually 'no, medyo mabigat kapag nagkasakit sila. So may senior care na puwedeng i-cover yung 61 pataas, pero again expensive siya kasi nga sakitin na. 'Pag tayo ay kumuha ng healthcare sa ganitong edad talagang, marami na rin pong exclusion at mahal na, okay? Kaya ito yung magandang tinuturo at natutunan ko sa IMG, yung long-term healthcare kasi this is an HMO with a health savings account. Paki-type nga po savings, 'di ba? So, yun yung nagustuhan ko sa kanya, 'pag hindi ka nagkakasakit magiging savings mo din siya. It has a fixed premium program, usually 7 years, which matures in 20 years. It comes with a four-way insurance coverage together with the long-term healthcare plan. So mamaya medyo isa-isahin natin yan, no? And renewal is guaranteed and also unused health fund accumulates with interest. So again, dahil saving siya, pag may hindi tayo nagagamit na coverage or healthcare benefit, ang ganda kasi napupunta siya sa health fund natin, may interest. It may cover beyond age 60 with long-term care growth. So, kaya tayo kumukuha ng long-term healthcare. Ito yung supplement natin sa ating short-term healthcare. Kung meron man tayo ngayon na short-term healthcare from our company, ah, hindi tayo nag-worry kapag ka nag-resign tayo, kapag tayo ay nag-retire, may coverage pa rin tayo kasi nandun yung nakapag-ipon na tayo sa long-term care natin. Ayan, so pag-usapan natin yung ilan sa mga benepisyo ng long-term care. Sabi dito, a guaranteed benefits which you can use after 20 years, whatever sickness you have, or you can also use it at age 70 onwards. So again, may peace of mind tayo kasi hindi naman natin hawak no, na habang buhay, employed tayo, anytime pwede tayong mawalan ng trabaho or syempre, pagka kasi kahit magaling ka sa company, pwede ka rin talagang dadating yung time na magre-retire ka din, 'di ba? Or meron pa nga tinatawag na early retirement na program sa company pag talagang gusto na nila magbawas ng mga matatanda na employees, no? So again, may peace of mind ka kasi may sarili kang plan. Kasi ito is kahit beyond 70 ka na, meron ka pa rin coverage as long as may fund ka pa dun sa healthcare fund mo. So, ayan, ang maganda pa dito, may yearly health benefit siya. So, 10% yearly accumulation based on the long-term care benefit starting at the 7th year up to the 20th year. So, ito, mas ma-appreciate natin to kapag tinignan natin yung mga choices natin sa plan. Siyempre, the higher the benefit, the higher the plan, the higher the benefit, no? Kasi dun magbe-base yung ating 10%, no, sa ating premium. So, long-term care bonus, ito yung maganda rin sa feature ng long-term healthcare kasi if no claim was made during the accumulation period, 85% of premiums paid will be given back at the end of the 20th year, making it cost-free, di ba? So, kaya siya tinawag na savings kasi habang ikaw ay naguhulog, for example, for 7 years, hindi mo nagamit yung healthcare benefit mo, so ibabalik sa'yo on the 20th year yung up to 85% ng binayad mo. So, yun nga, ang ganda dito sa libro na to, na-appreciate ko nga mas lalo yung long term kasi sabi, cost-free na siya. 'Di ba? Kasi sinave mo lang, tumubo pa yung pera mo, may healthcare coverage ka pa. So, marami tayong mga accredited hospitals and clinics. Sabi dito, no, may access na tayo dun sa 1,000 doctors na accredited, over 500 hospitals pa, no? And again, cost-free health benefits kasi with return of premium for non-utilization. And ayan, no, any na hindi natin nagagamit na part ng fund or benefit, ito ay nag-accumulate lang, no? So all unused yearly health benefit and yearly health bonus accumulate with interest. So paki-type nga interest, 'di ba? So ang ganda, no, may savings tayo na nasa bangko, meron din tayong investment sa mga stocks mutual fund, and then may life insurance ka, meron kang healthcare na pag hindi mo nagamit, may interest din siya. So, meron din siyang, ang kagandahan nito sa short-term healthcare kasi natin, usually wala naman yung life insurance. Pero dito sa long-term care, meron din siyang dinagdag na feature, no? Yung term life insurance coverage. So, ibig sabihin, meron din tayo ditong life insurance coverage. So, ibig sabihin lang, pag may nangyari sa ating policy holder, no, like yung sa brother ko, namatay siya noong 2019, may marireceive yung family natin na insurance. And accidental death and dismemberment. So, hindi lang siya pag may nangyari sa'yo, namatay ka. So, covered din dito yung pag na-aksidente, no, na pag namatay ka, may additional na 100% yun ng coverage. Plus, Siyempre meron mga times kasi na hindi naman tayo talaga nawawala, pero may naputol na parte ng katawan natin, yun yung tinatawag na dismemberment, 'no? So ano 'yan, depende sa naputol na parte ng katawan natin. So usually 100% 'yan 'no, yung both hands mo affected, parehong paa mo 'no, tapos siyempre mga importanteng parts ng katawan natin, loss of sight 'no, parehong mata. So ito yung mga kahit hindi ka namatay pero may nangyaring aksidente sa'yo at may naputol na parte ng katawan, may coverage ka rin. So may katumbas din po 'yan. And waiver of installment due to death or credit life, ito yung 'pag may nangyari sa'yo, mawa-waive na yung installment or balance nung plan mo. So fully paid siyang mata-transfer sa iyong beneficiary. So gano'n din 'no, kasi nga hindi naman tayo namatay pero totally na-disable tayo and permanently. Siyempre ang problema diyan 'pag naaksidente ka, mataas yung, chance na mawalan ka na ng income 'no, wala nang tatanggap sa'yo sa trabaho usually 'no, kasi ang dami talagang nag-a-apply ngayon na mas capable magtrabaho. So 'pag ganyan, may waiver na rin ng installment 'no. So pagka total and permanent disability yung nangyari sa'yo, mawa-waive na yung balance na kailangan nating bayaran sa ano 'no, sa long-term healthcare natin. Ayan, so i-check natin yung, healthcare na meron tayo. Does it have both short-term and long-term healthcare coverage? So dapat yes. Does it have guaranteed renewal? Again, ang kagandahan kasi pagka kumuha tayo ng, maaga 'no or ngayon na 'no, kumbaga habang insurable pa tayo, it's a privilege na makakuha na tayo 'no, kasi may mga nakakausap din ako na kahit na gusto nila magbayad ng 60,000 per year or, doble pa dun sa minimum na premium 'di ba, hindi na rin sila puwede 'no, kasi nga, hindi ka na i-a-accept dito kapagka sakitin ka na or meron ka ng, record sa hospital. Does it have guaranteed savings and investment? So again, yan yung maganda sa long-term healthcare. May savings ka na rin at tumutubo rin yung savings mo kaya nagiging investment din siya. So does it have life insurance or protection? Yes din kasi meron kang usually 20 years yan na life insurance coverage. Ayan. So yung chapter 3 naman is understanding the purpose of insurance. Yan. So, importante talaga na naintindihan natin 'no, yung bawat blocks ng ating financial foundation. Ayan. So, insurance is for protection should anything happen to you. In the Philippines, people don't talk about insurance as much as they talk about investment. While insurance is not a fun topic, it is a critical part of your financial strategy. So parang sa workshop lang 'no, pagka investment excited tayo, Boss Rex Mendoza, ano bang update sa market, pero 'pag workshop 2 parang boring yata 'yan kasi about insurance, ayoko pang mamatay, 'di ba? So hindi na po gano'n 'no. Ah ang workshop 2 yan ang isa sa mga favorite kong workshop kasi diyan ko naintindihan talaga yung iba't ibang klase ng insurance. Kasi 'pag hindi natin naintindihan 'to, baka magaya kayo sa akin mahal yung insurance na nakuha ko, okey? So most people don't understand what insurance is and so only a few want to buy it, 'di ba? So siguro kaya hindi tayo kumukuha ng insurance or 'pag shinare natin sa ating, friends and family, parang ayaw din nilang pag-usapan kasi hindi nga talaga naintindihan yung importance. Even those who buy insurance, kagaya ko, don't actually understand it or appreciate its importance in building and preserving wealth. So again, before IMG nakakuha ko ng mahal na insurance kasi hindi ko nga talaga siya iniintindi, 'no. As a result, many people don't have insurance. If they do, the coverage is usually not enough. So today, people have all kinds of protection. They insure their house, cars, phones, and appliances, no? Ang daming klase ng insurance kasi. They even buy travel insurance for their vacations. Totoo naman yun, no? Kasi dahil nagta-travel nga tayo sa IMG, May mga nagva-vlog talaga na ina-advise ng vlogger na kumuha kayo ng travel insurance 'no, importante 'yan, 'di ba? Pero again, importante din siyempre yung life insurance. Paki-type nga po life. Yan. However, when it comes to life insurance, people remain skeptical. The most important insurance that can protect their family and their children is the one that is not taken seriously, no? Like I think no inexplain ko to sa mga kapatid ko parang wala lang talaga na hindi nila na-appreciate kasi parang mas uunahin ko yung pagkain ko, parang hindi ko priority yan kasi gastos lang yan, 'di ba? Kasi nga hindi tayo nasanay pag-usapan 'to. So life insurance doesn't insure your life, no? It ensures your family's ability to continue on without being financially devastated. So tama naman 'yan, no? Ako, no, kahit may multiple insurance ako, hindi naman ibig sabihin nun safe na ako, 'di ba? Hindi na ako maaksidente, ganyan. Pero again, may peace of mind ka. Kasi alam mo na, halimbawa, nagta-travel kami mag-asawa. So, alam namin na 'pag may nangyari sa amin, may maiiwan kami sa anak namin, no? So, some people rely on the insurance provided by the company they work for. This is usually not enough to cover a family's expenses. What's more, once they resign or retire from their respective companies, their insurance coverage also stops. So again, kagaya siya ng short-term healthcare natin na pag nag-resign na tayo, nag-retire na tayo, hindi natin dala yung kontrata. Hindi natin dala yung coverage natin sa healthcare, hindi natin dala yung coverage natin sa life insurance. So una natin gawin, kung hindi natin alam yung binigay sa atin na company na life insurance coverage, pumunta tayo sa HR. Tanungin natin, magkano po ba yung insurance ko? No? Kasi yung brother ko, nagulat kami, ang insurance niya, no, mataas kasi yung posisyon niya, halos presidente siya sa Vismin area, sa sales. 150,000 lang ang life insurance niya. Okay? So imagine mo 150,000, ilang months 'yun tatagal, 'di ba? Kasi ano na 'yan automatic na 'yan, hindi 'yan tatagal ng 1 year, 'di ba? So paano ikaw, 3 anak mo, nag-aaral lahat, 'di ba? Or OFW ka, ikaw lang inaasahan, ikaw lang ang breadwinner. So i-check natin kung magkano ba talaga yung coverage natin, no? Ayaw nating may mangyari sa atin, no? Pero siyempre, again, para 'to sa family natin, naka-ready lang tayo, no? So are you insurable? 'Di ba? So again, marami akong nakakausap. I think last month lang, no, meron akong na no insurance benefit na client. So may sakit na kasi siya, no, tinry lang namin. So again, kahit na mag-annual ka pa niyan, may pera ka pa, kung hindi ka na insurable, made-deny ka talaga dito, 'di ba? So most life insurance companies require medical exams, blood tests, or health records, no, before they issue someone an insurance policy. If you have health problems, life insurance companies may deny your application or charge a higher rate. So usually, no, talagang dahil pagka nagka-record na, meron kasing tinatawag na medical bureau. So ibig sabihin, pag na-deny ka na sa isang company, no, nag-apply ka ng insurance, malalaman nila 'yan ng kabila. Kasi ano, para ma-avoid na yung nagkasakit ka na, may record ka na, na-approve ka, 'di ba? The truth is that there are people who are not insurable because of age, disease, risky habits, and other health and lifestyle matters. Many people do not know this. So thus, it is highly encouraged for you to buy life insurance as soon as you can while you're still healthy and insurable. It is cheaper to buy insurance when you are younger and healthier. So again, pakitype nga po now. 'Di ba? Kung kulang pa yung coverage natin, kumuha tayo as early as now. Kasi halimbawa, meron ka namang insurance sa company, antayin mo na lang na mag-retire ka bago ka kukuha ng insurance, mahal na po. Mahal na po ang inyong premium. So, wag mo nang antayin. Kailangan may supplement ka na, meron ka ng backup. So, how much life insurance is enough? How much life insurance should you buy? Yan ang tanong, no? Kasi ako dati, basta kumuha lang ako, 'di ba? So, kasi nga ang status ko noon, single ako pero yung parents ko, ako yung isa sa mga nagsusupport sa kanila. So sabi ko, kahit manager ako, hindi naman papasweldohin yung parents ko pag may nangyari sa akin. Hindi naman tuloy-tuloy yung income mo ibibigay sa kanila, 'di ba? So kumuha ako ng insurance kahit di ko naintindihan yung technicalities kasi gusto ko lang talaga may coverage ako. Ayan, so i-compare natin siya, no? Buying a car insurance or a house insurance is simple. For example, if your car or your house is worth 1 million, then you need 1 million of coverage to cover the car or the house in the event of a total loss, di ba? So for example, then, bumili ka ng cellphone, like, sabihin na natin 50,000 yung worth ng cellphone mo or 100,000. So, syempre, pagka gusto mo ipa-insure yan, kasi pwede rin ipa-insure ang cellphone. So, ang kukunin mo, yung equivalent dun sa value niya, nung item nung value ng cellphone mo, di ba? Hindi ka papayag na mas mababa yung coverage. So, ganun din, no? Pag kumukuha tayo ng life insurance, huwag nating titipirin yan. So, most people can't apply the same valuation with life insurance simply because they don't know how to calculate how much they need. So, talaga naman, no, hindi mo ma-value yung sarili mo kung magkano talaga dahil sobrang priceless natin mga breadwinner. So, one simple way to calculate the amount of life insurance protection you need is using the DIME method. So, pakitype nga po DIME para hindi natin makalimutan, no? Ibig sabihin ng DIME, debt, income, mortgage, and education. So, alam nyo, nung nag-a-attend ako ng workshop, medyo sumasakit na rin yung ulo ko dito sa mga ganito, no? Kasi ko-compute ka, no? So, pero sa mga breadwinner na kagaya ko, no, ang DIME, to simplify, is responsibility natin. No, kino-compute natin yung mga responsibilidad natin. So for example, may utang ka na 500,000 and then para mapalitan yung income mo, kasi ang protection or life insurance, ang tinatawag din yan na income protection or income replacement. No? Pag may nangyari sa'yo, may kapalit na income kukunin sa insurance. So, ang computation, income natin, annual income times 10. So, kung kumikita ka ng 240,000 per year, times 10, 2.4 million ang kailangan mong life insurance coverage. And then, ito yung housing loan balance, mortgage, 1 million. Kung mayroong utang. And then, education, sinampol lang dito na 1 million ang cost ng college education per kid, no? So, ayan, kaya naging 2 million, dalawa yung anak. So, pag tinotal natin yan, 500, 2.41 plus 2 million equals 5.9 million. Yan. So, ito lang, para lang meron tayong idea na underinsured ba tayo or overinsured. So, usually underinsured tayo. Kasi naalala ko that time, 800,000 lang yung coverage ko nung kumuha ako ng life insurance, no? So, maswerte tayo sa IMG kasi dito at least may 1 million coverage ka na mura lang yung premium mo. Okay? Ayan, so mas detalyado pa siya, dinagdagan yung DIME, may final expense, 'di ba? May joke nga na pag daw ikaw namatay, ang burol mo daw kakaiba, buffet, 'di ba? So yan, yung final expense kasi may budget, tapos may healthcare din syempre kasi pagka nagkasakit ka na, dadaan ka pa rin sa health fund, kailangan pa rin. Pero syempre, yung family mo rin kailangan ng healthcare. And kumpleto, no, yung mga mayayaman, kumukuha sila ng insurance kasi ito din, no, estate tax. Kasi para ma-transfer ng maayos sa family yung mga property, kailangan meron na ring fund for estate. Kasi kahit na may property ka, kung wala namang pera yung family member mo, hindi nila mapaprocess yung mga requirements, no? So yan, meron ditong kung 10 million ng property mo, 20% of that, yung tax. Okay? So, medyo lumalaki na, no? So, ganyan po kalaki yung responsibility natin. So, again, pagka gusto nating i-simplify yung kailangan nating insurance coverage, ang tinuturo lagi sa atin is annual income times 10. Okay? Pag gusto mong sigurado ka, no? Kasi tumataas ang bilihin, times 20. Okay? So, sabi nga, to determine a more accurate amount, it is advisable that you consult your IMG financial educator or advisor para talagang mag-guide ka. So, dito naman sa IMG, may tinatawag tayong financial check-up. So, sino ba yung mga kailangan ng life insurance? Di ba? Siyempre, breadwinners, responsible parents, di ba? Pagka kasi nakita mo yung responsibility mo, nag-take action ka, sabi nga, i-put mo in writing, kumuha ka ng policy, if you love your family, so yan yun, nagiging responsible parents ka. Of course, business people, kasi bukod sa family, meron din tayong mga responsibility sa business, no? May mga dapat din i-insured. And then stay-at-home parents, kailangan din yan, no? Single, like ako nga, nang kumuha ako, single pa ako. Pero hindi naman porket single ka, wala kang responsibilidad, di ba? So may mga single na breadwinner. People with estate, people with mortgage, people with loan. So again, ang purpose niyan, pag may nangyari sa atin, hindi baon sa utang yung ating pamilya. Kasi usually yun ang natatransfer yung utang. No? So nahihirapan lalo yung next generation. So only people who will not die doesn't need life insurance. So yan, kung di ka daw mamamatay, yan. So wag ka nang kumuha ng insurance. Ayan. So yung stay-at-home parents, kailangan ba ng insurance? Pakitype nga, yes or no. Kala kasi natin, breadwinner lang, no? Pero pati pala yung mga full-time housewife, kailangan din natin ma-share sa kanila to na kailangan ng family, no? Kasi minsan, OFW, tapos yung wife sa Pilipinas, housewife, walang insurance. Pero kailangan din pala, no? Kasi may mga cost yan, no? Napaka-valuable ng service daw nila sa family. So, they play the roles of driver, cook, cleaner, tutor, di ba? Sa mga kids, accountant in the family. So, these services can cost a lot if you were to hire other people to do for the family. So, yan. Kahit stay-at-home parents, kailangan pa rin ng insurance. Single people, kailangan pa ba ng insurance? Yes or no? Ayan. So, kailangan pa rin, no? Kasi, ito, no? They have loved ones to take care of. Like, yun nga, no? Nagtitake care ng parents. Yung iba nagpapaaral ng kapatid. So, they may have plans to start a family soon. Diba? Of course, mas mababa pag nakakuha tayo na mas maaga at habang healthy and insurable tayo. So, they are in a business partnership and want to protect the business. They want to take advantage of the tax benefits of saving in policy and have coverage at the same time. And they want to leave a legacy to the cause they are passionate about. So again, kahit single po, kailangan po ng insurance. So understand first before buying life insurance. Maggagaya sa akin, no? Mag-attend ng workshop to para mas maintindihan. So many people waste money in buying life insurance. They don't understand. They buy life insurance just because they can say no, no? Sa agent or kamag-anak mo pala yung financial advisor. They buy sophisticated product that doesn't fit to their financial situation. So you sacrifice a lot of things just to save money. Ang hirap mag-save, 'di ba? At magbayad ng premium, no? So sayang kung mahal 'yung nakuha natin. Just one decision of buying wrong life insurance, you lose all the savings. So know why buy the term, no? Term insurance is the cheapest. So pakitype nga po term. Yan 'yun sa IMG lang natin talaga maintindihan ng lubusan yung term, 'di ba? So, may sample dito na ang cost ng life insurance is parang ito no, egg, Bibili ka per dozen, movie, di ba, per ticket. Ang life insurance, may sample tayo dito na ang cost niya 3 pesos per 1,000. So, tignan pa natin, no? So, kung age 25 ka, 3 pesos per 1,000 na insurance. So, kung kailangan mo ng 100, no? Worth of 100,000 policy or insurance coverage, kailangan mo magbayad lang ng 300 per year. So, para may idea tayo, kasi sabi dito sa ng mga mentor natin, ang life insurance is parang nagre-rent ka. 'Di ba? Nagre-rent ka ng bahay habang wala kang pambayad ng bahay. Wala kang milyon, pambili ng property. So, nagre-rent ka ng pwedeng 10,000 per month. 'Di ba? So, ganun din ang insurance. Nagre-rent ka ng money. No? So, nagbabayad ka na maliit na premium habang wala ka pang malaking savings. Kasi nga, pag may nangyari sa'yo, pagka may insurance ka, merong instant money yung family mo. May big savings agad. 'Di ba? Pero pag wala tayong may iwan sa family natin. Ayan. So, kung 4 pesos, no, per 1,000 coverage. So, again, to have 100,000 policy, para may idea lang tayo, 400 pesos lang per year. 'Di ba? So, sobrang mura talaga na hindi natin kasi naintindihan, kaya akala natin gastos lang siya. So, term insurance, yan po yung pinakamurang insurance. Insurance policies are based on the cost of insurance that goes up every year because your risk of dying is higher as you get older. So, again, pag term insurance, mura yan, tapos tumataas yan every year. So, it is also based on your health. For example, whether you smoke, drink, or engage in extreme sports affects your rate. And even if you're female, your rate is lower due to having better life expectancy than males. So, yan, no? Mas mahal pagka male na nag-i-smoke, di ba? Or alam ko may mga mas mahal din na rate kapag ka nandun ka sa mga risking lugar, di ba? Some refer to term insurance as temporary life insurance because it has a term or a set of period coverage. So, yan, tignan natin yung 3 kinds of term insurance. Annual renewable term, level term, and decreasing term. Ayan, so annual renewable term, ito yung coverage is for 1-year term. Kaya siya renewable, no? Kasi renewable every year. So each year, the price also increases. It costs cheaper when you're young and it gets more and more expensive the older you get. So again, mas magandang kumuha ng mas bata, no? Kasi mas mura, tapos insurable ka pa. So meron din tinatawag na level term, ito yung pangalawang type. At tumataas yung premium depende sa term. So, may every 5 years, every 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Ito yung sample niya, no? Ito, every 5 years tumataas yung kanyang premium. Ito, every 10 years. Ito, every 20 years. Ito naman, syempre, yung annual renewable term na every year tumataas. Ayan. So, the 3 rules of life insurance. So, rule number 1, tandaan nyo yan, no? There is no free insurance. Kasi minsan, no, natatempt tayong magbayad kasi free daw, 'di ba? Wala naman tayong babayaran, pero wala kasing free talaga, no. Nakasama na 'yan, naka-package na 'yan kung meron mang free na sinasabi. Naka-package na sa product or sa savings mo. So, number 2, cost of insurance always increases with age, no. Ang tawag diyan mortality rate table, no. So, number 3, all insurance is term insurance which can be bundled with a certain cash value. So, lahat term insurance, depende na lang sa product na kukunin natin. So, binabundle lang po yan sa investment. So, may sample lang tayo dito na kinumpare natin yung VUL sa term insurance, no? So, may sample tayo dito. Like, ito yung nakuha ko before. Hindi actual, no? Pero may sample lang tayo para mas ma-appreciate natin. So, halimbawa, at the age of 30, ito yung binabayaran mong premium, no? 26,000. Tapos, ang napunta sa investment mo, 2,000 lang. So, saan napunta yung difference? Sa insurance mo, no? Na 1 million. And then, kung finallow natin yung tinuturo ni IMG na bumili lang tayo ng term insurance na mura. So, halimbawa, dito sa sample na to have 1 million coverage, 3,000 lang yung premium mo. So, ibig sabihin, sa binayad mo 26,855 minus 3,230 na para sa life insurance, yung difference niya na 23,625, ito yung napunta sa investment. Okay? So, ang ganda kasi dito, mura lang yung napupunta sa insurance mo, marami yung napupunta sa investment. Dito kasi hindi mo control dahil may binabawas para sa insurance at napupunta lang sa investment mo, medyo maliit lang. So, should you buy term and invest the difference? No? So, why bother with cash value life? This is something asked by many people, especially in reference to whole life. So, may mga bumibili po na whole life. Ito yung hanggang age 99 ka, covered ka. So, yan po yung pinakamahal na insurance. And hindi mo naman kailangan ng insurance hanggang age 99 kasi 'di ba? Ang insurance kasi kinukuha lang natin habang wala pa tayong malaking savings. Okay? So, to answer this, you can use a strategy called buy term and invest the difference, no? So, again, maganda tong concept na to kasi murang insurance lang pero malaki na yung coverage natin. Tapos, yung difference na i-invest natin. So, lumalago siya. Mas malaki na pupunta sa investment. Ayan, no? May sample nga dito na bakit ka daw bibili ng, for example, 10,000 na whole life, pero makukuha mo lang sa the same coverage, 2,000 pesos lang ang premium mo. 'Di ba? So, sayang yung 8,000 pesos. So, pero may warning, no? Pag kumuha tayo ng term insurance and invest the difference, 'di ba? So, may two conditions must be met. You must have the discipline and consistency to invest the difference. Kasi baka daw ipang shopping, 'di ba? So, paki-type nga po discipline at paki-type din po consistency. Kasi pagka nagbayad ka nga ng term insurance, hindi mo naman dinadagdagan yung investment mo, 'di ba? Nagagastos mo, mag-VUL ka na lang daw. Okay? Kasi wala kang control. Hindi mo control yung sarili mo, wala kang disiplina. No? So, again, you must know how to invest the difference. So, alam mo din dapat. So, matututunan naman natin yan sa workshop 3, yung about investment. So, other investments may be able to give better rates of return, but they may also sink your nest egg, di ba? So, again, may mga diversification tayong tinatawag, wag mo ilalagay lang sa isang investment facility. So in either case, if your investment haven't performed well at the end of the term and the cost of insurance substantially increases, you may lose your surplus money. So again, pagka hindi kasi natin ma-manage na maayos yung investment natin, parang alam mo yun, yung insurance mo baka ma-zero out mo din, hindi mo rin matuloy, di ba? So is it suitable? Is it affordable? Di ba? So, yan yung itatanong natin pag bibili tayo ng insurance. So, meron kasing insurance again na maliit lang yung coverage, tas mahal pala. 'Di ba? Tapos, syempre, dahil nga, pag, ayan, no, affordable, 'di ba? So, pagka mga whole life, VUL, mahal talaga yan. So, pag term, yan talaga yung pinakamura. So first, you must find out what you need, yung kaninang kinompute natin, no? Magkano ba yung responsibilidad mo, no? Assess your financial situation, manage your budget, and cut down unnecessary expenses if you must, then you can make a better decision. If you have a high responsibility in your family but not much money, term may be a better choice for you. If you have enough money to cover for your needs and savings, then you may want to look at other options. This can include cash build-up that fits your savings and investment goals. So again, importante mag-start tayo sa budgeting kasi magkano ba yung kailangan nating ialat sa insurance natin, no? So again, remember, buying life insurance is a privilege and not a right, no? You buy it when the insurance companies gives you this privilege, but there will come a time that even if you want to buy it, you might not have the privilege anymore to buy. So exercise your privilege when you can. So again, kung hindi pa sapat ang ating insurance or wala pa talaga tayo nasimulan, start na tayo ngayon habang tayo ay may chance pa, no? Insurable pa. Kasi again, hindi siya right na o sige, 60 years old ako, may sakit akong ganito, karapatan ko yan bumili. Hindi po, no? Privilege po siya. So habang ikaw ay insurable, kumuha ka na.